All right. All right. So this is Cities in Motion. It's a bit of an older game, but basically it's a transit planner. And we're gonna build out a transit line for Leipzig. And yeah, we'll just see how this goes. The first thing I want to do is usually I'll just build like a metro somewhere and just give us a good north-south route. I think somewhere down here. Do a metro level 1. Put it on the north corner. No, further down, further down. Yeah, put it. Okay. I'll do another one slightly uptown. Somewhere here-ish. And then one more just behind the railway station. Okay, now we're gonna need to take out a loan from this debt. Probably not gonna be enough. Oh yeah, we're gonna run out of money. Yep, and then we need one more loan. Cover the vehicles. So I'm gonna add a stop. 1, 2, 3. Back. Oh. All right, and our vehicles, we could use the Vancouver or GDC SkyTrain. Their capacity is quite a lot. We want something that doesn't use a lot of electricity and a decent amount of breakdown. So this guy's a contender. We got a decent amount of electricity, 90, 80, 85, 85, 70, 65. But this is also one of those, it's really expensive. 2,000, 3,000, 2,000, 3,000. Yeah. The WD Capital Automatic. Now let's try and keep it within theme. So this is the current, technically all these are mods that have been enabled. So we'll try to keep it within the current theme and try to purchase something within our means here. Probably gonna be these bad boys. So we got, what, 3 stops? We'll need 3 vehicles. Done. Okay, and there we go. There's our first route opened. So I always build a subway first because it helps to have that early capacity. We'll do a small advertising campaign just to make sure people know about it. Okay. Now, we want to feed these stations. So let's create some bus routes. 1 stop there. Now these are expensive, so I want to do a regular stop. I want this to actually go on a little bit of a bigger tour up here. It cuts across. Back down. Pretty close because I'll probably put a tram in here later, but anyway, good. So that's a pretty big bus route, but that's okay. Figured a new one out of that. whole idea is to have a big catchment area. We'll build another bus line. We'll build actually a tram line next. And the tram line will go... I usually terminate it always in this little general area. So yeah, we'll build a nice little tramway. A nice little tram. Somewhere in here. I'll figure it out. Anyway, let's buy some vehicles for this. Kind of a regional bus, 20%, 30%, 35, 35, 4. Alright, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, not enough money. We gotta go borrow some more money. Uh-oh. 12%. Let's do it. We got to manage our vehicles. Add another one. Boom. Alright, it's open. Alright. That gives us 1 feeder bus lane. 1 feeder bus route, I should say. We'll have to make another one. I want to maximize the amount of stops. I don't want to have to build more stops. So I'm going to put 1 down here. And 1 up here. And I'm going to try to maximize... Yeah. Okay, hold on. We got to build 1 more. More. There. Okay. We'll see how this works. Basically, I'm trying to use as... So yes, it has to go there. And then, yeah, we'll take these 2, 3. Comes down here to this one. And then loops around. Kind of like in a little bit of a... Yeah, it's a bit wonky of an express route. But that should relieve the later half of this pressure. Anyway. Basically just to bring people closer to the subway here. I could have moved it over there. Yeah, let's do that. And then stop number 1. Move that. Add that stop instead. And then loops up around that way. Yeah. Let's do that. Give it the same 2 of these and what? Oops, not one of those. $35. Yeah, we'll give it, we'll make this one a little bit faster. Kind of like an express route. Alright, he wanted us to build some line over here. Yeah, I'll consider that. Right now we want to focus on maximizing our central services here. So I want to build a tram. Actually, first I want to build another express route here. So, create new line. Okay, it's gonna go that way. Oh, it's not ideal. Ah, whatever. Yeah, and then we'll do again 2 small vehicles just to keep things moving along. Alright, so these smaller buses could share some of the load. I mean, not right now, but later. Let's take a look at our fares. Where's our fare structure? I want to lower buses down a bit, lower trams to match it somewhat. Make the subway a bit cheaper. Subways we can degrade, tram stops we can degrade, bus stops we can kind of degrade. Oh no, I need to crank that one. And that one. Metros don't really break down, but we'll do that. And then we'll reduce this there. And pay you less. Pay you less. Pay them a bit more. Them a bit more. We're kind of screwing our drivers, but want to keep our fare inspectors happy and our technical people happy, which gives this stuff matters most. The number of bus drivers, this is just an exponential number. All right, so let's build the tram, because the tram is just going to skip half of the buses and connect up into this. We'll build we'll build a ring tram first. It's probably the better use of time. Trams. Best way to do this. This Central Boulevard. And here. We're gonna run out of money here. No, we're making money. We're making money. Not a lot of money. Ah. And now we're really losing money. I think. Where else can we increase? Building the tram is the best way to increase throughput, though. It just adds a circulator part, which fills the gap. But we're not going to be able to make it. Ah! So many bills. Alright, let's make buses a bit more expensive. I don't have any trams yet, but we'll make the metro much more expensive. No, that still didn't fix it. Alright, now we gotta start paying our employees a little bit less. Okay, no, it's too low. Not driving them to poverty. There. Alright, now we're making some money again. We lost a bunch of money. Come on. This is the thing. I always hate doing the budgeting on this game because it takes a minute to get right. And just start paying everybody less. See, now I'm making some money. Just gotta start paying people less. Come on. Like going down at least? Yeah, okay. You're still taking the subway. Oh, man. And now we have to start cutting other maintenance here. And it's a bit healthier. Huh. Well, I didn't want to use one of the mods, but I don't think we're gonna be able to survive without it, so there we go. Bunch of account money just added. I don't like using that mod, but sometimes this game is just not cooperative. I'm gonna build that. How does that help me? Does that help me? Because trams would always get clogged in this area. Ugh. Trams would always get clogged in this central area whenever I would have them, so it makes sense to remove that. And get them removed anywhere else. Ah, there it is. Want it to there. There. Okay. Good, so that cuts out this nonsense. Makes the trams go a little bit faster. I think. We'll see. The trams, you don't want them in traffic all that much. This side street I've never seen get too bad. Just don't want them much in traffic all that much. Okay, anyway. Build some of these stops. So we'll have one going. We'll put them both over here. Okay. And then we'll do another one, but less fancy one up here. Want one definitely by that college. And then definitely by the railway station and opera area. One going that way, one going that way. That should be good. I can introduce a second loop, I will, to maximize the tram infrastructure, but anyway. Oops. Ooh. Alright, tram infrastructure. Come here. We gotta build out 2 lines. They're both from the same, they're both using the same tracks. So we'll do one inner loop. We'll use something small and fast. This guy will do. Do 3 of them. And then line 2. And we'll see which stops will be cut, but some stops will probably be cut. Just because. Alright. There we go. We got our circulator tram. And our buses. Great. It looks like they're sharing the load nicely. What you want to see. Alright. Now we could use an express tram all the way down here. That'd be nice. Good, nice to have. We can make it do a loop right here. There. Now I'm going to take the existing line 1 and bring it down here as a second detour. Want this to be down here. And then it only makes 1 stop up in the middle. These other bus lanes are. You'll notice that we've kept the bus lanes open so that we could have these tram stops, which is great. And if there's a way to make a smaller loop, I think that's the next bit of infrastructure we'll do. Where's the best place for a small loop? 3 passengers up here. 3 over there. That leads me to think that the line 2 might be a bit more busy. We could have this go right past. No, we'll connect it to these 2. Yeah, connect it to one of these via a loop. Hey. That's disappointing. Aw. Alright, fine. Keep your secrets. I don't know how that works. Someone's doing construction above me. That's not gonna work. Where else can we put a loop? Yeah, I guess theoretically through this. And it would just go right back. Now, I want to go past this, though. Oh! I just build one here. There. Anyway, but that doesn't really solve my infrastructure problem. I don't want to build more stops. Ah. And the only way is to essentially then build out from here. But it won't allow me to do that either. You have to build up from here. Kind of a scenic route. Or down the main boulevard is the other option. Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Actually, I could wiggle around and come back. Or... yeah, come down this way. I don't want to interfere with these buses. You know what? Let's just run this. We'll just use the existing loop. Don't bother building anything. Oh, it does run right through one bus. Alright, it's fine. Then we'll stop here, obviously. We'll ignore that one. We'll go all the way over here, actually, yeah. And then come back down. We'll give these little... they should be faster. $80, huh? I'll buy 5. Look at them go. The only downside is they'll get stuck behind. Someone's drilling up there. Yeah, the only downside is they're gonna get stuck behind these guys. So maybe what I can do is build in some diversion track. This. I know it's a bit messy, but that does free it up. I can't do much about this bottom half. It has to stop there. Yeah, see, now it's speedy. Look at him go. Still gets caught behind. Not quite as speedy as I need it to be. That's terrible, but does the job. Okay. We're going to leave all this intact, except maybe this middle one. Ah! Alright, whatever. Why do they not work? I'll just rebuild them. Alright, make sure let's pay people properly again. And maintain our stop infrastructure. Okay. So, we got our southern trams all linked up. Oh. Alright. Line 3 doesn't have enough vehicles. Just by one, it looks. Why is it? Oh, I hate how the game makes it start down there. Alright, here he comes. Just speed this up a bit. Good. Alright. So we got our southern trams. We should build some northern ones. Oh dear, what's going on here? There's heavy traffic. That's gonna really screw up our, it's gonna screw up our streetcars. I thought they never... Usually the Sims avoid this side street. They're usually over here. Or on this boulevard. Why are they using this boulevard? So I can move the ring closer, which is, I think, is probably what I should do. Just given that they're not... Traffic just isn't as bad. It's hilarious, because it's a main boulevard. We have to go replace those stops. So it's lined stop 2 and stop 4. Now we can bulldoze this. Oh, and stop 3. Oops. Stop 4 on stop 3. There. Alright, now we can get rid of this. I'll probably keep that for later. Okay. Now I have to replace all of them. So, put a new stop in here. It was right about there. Add that stop. That stop. And add... Yeah, it's going up and around. Ooh, I kind of want it to go up here, though. Hmm. Go up here. Still has the potential to get stuck at this stop. Ah, it's annoying. Yeah, no, that can't be. Yeah, if it's gonna stop at every stop, it might as well just stop there. It's about as good as it can be. Yeah. Oops. Ah, hit my leg on the table. Okay, so we got a nice little tram circle going. People are marginally happy. They're getting places. Everyone seems fine and dandy. All right. Now we do have that nice little subway we should probably expand on. The best way to do that is with a branch out to here. Somewhere in here. Because now what we can do is we can reuse some of the tunnel. And we should probably rebuild that station. So we need to remove stop 4 and stop 2. We can bulldoze it and install bigger one. Oh, it. Oh. Oh, that's why. Cool. And then add those stops back in. You'll see why we do that in a minute. Create a new line. Now reopen that, create a new line. Use the terminus down here. Run into that. Go over here. Down. Platform. Good. Theoretically, we should make another one to here somehow. Factory connected. I make a better use of the infrastructure. Capture as much as we can here. And now we need to get our subway out of the ground. I think can be done. Oh, maybe. Huh. I feel like that shouldn't be possible. Let's try and play within the rules of the game. You know what? That would be possible here, shouldn't? Bit tight. I can try. I don't think it's gonna. Too tight. Too tight. So it's over here. Really should be on this side of the road. Not gonna let me do that nicely. Can I connect to the top of the station, maybe? Kind of. Oh. Oh, okay, here. Here's what you do. Put it far enough back. No, I have to move this. I have to move this station. So that it's south. That. Close enough. Now I should be able to connect some trackage here across the river. And we'll do a little weird connection. Fine. It's fine. It looks stupid. It's fine. Another way to really get around that. Anyway. So now we got to connect that up here. I don't think there's much use putting in another station. And it is right around the corner. Unless I can line up. Yeah, not really. That's fine. Oopsie. Now let's add a stop. And connect the inner one. There we go. And that's our new subway. How many vehicles did the last one get? 3, so maybe we'll only do 4. There you go. A new subway branch. Oh, didn't press play. Ta-da! That's a bit confusing with the 2 colored lines, so let's make line 1 darker green and that one an orange. Here we go. The metro train already broke down. Good, so that connects there. Awesome. We should probably build another connection for line 1 up into this little suburb. Sorry, up into this neighborhood, actually. There's no good way of getting it up there anyway, so I might as well build it like this. All right. I got a feeling that's going to get real popular real quick. We should build another metro line that does sort of a loop, makes use of third connection point under that. We're gonna go ahead and build this crazy thing now. Or anywhere else. You know what? We'll leave it down here. Because that way we can connect these people that are going into town might opt to take the subway from here as well. Makes it a bit of a better node to connect to. And then that's gonna buzz around all the way up to here. Somewhere in here, we got a bunch of people. What about there? Oh, I need to rebuild that station again. Okay, 3 and 5. There. I want to keep this one on that side, actually. Okay, hold up. There. Missing a stop. Right? Reverse 2 and 6. Huh. It's the exact same. Okay, well, that's whatever. We'll leave it. Connects there to there to there to there to there to there. Okay, so that's one part of the loop. I'm missing the other half. Not straight enough. Really? What the? Why? Why? Why, SpongeBob? Oh, because of the river. Fine. Whatever. Alright. We want make a stop over here somewhere that redirects. Oh, perfect. The college. The college is always popping. Always people in the college. And we want to connect this into this rail network here somehow. Okay. Well, we should go underneath it then. And then we'll need to resurface it. There. And it goes under. Somewhat sort of haphazardly, but whatever. Dives under that line, goes around. Yay. This is down on line 3. Want to stop in here. Oh, perfect, the mall. Yeah. On line 3, should probably be on line 2 at this point. And it needs to go north directly from there. Perfect. That's the best spot. That's the best spot. And that's on line 1 to line 2. Perfect. Okay, so we got our ring. Now we gotta make our lines. This one go around the outside, of course. Or, oh yeah. Oh, it doesn't allow me to go back. It wants me to go back through the loop. Ah, well, we won't do that. And we'll use... For those, we'll call that a gray line. Loop A. And another line. Actually, if we're keeping to a theme, it should be called ring. We could also for those. And we'll rename this one also. All right. There's our ring subways. There's not much of a northern tram network. We kind of ignored that for a bit. Let's build one in. Trying to think of a nice route. Actually, a big loop past the stadium is probably an easy target. This. Very large loop, but do a stop up here, up that way. Stop there and a stop. I'll do it closer to the amusement park there. Obviously one by the stadium and one just north of it. That should be okay. Okay. So let's build out the lines. We'll make these fast, so speed 70, speed 50. Three of those bad boys. And we'll make another line. Trying to think if there's another way I can loop it. Not really, no. Oh, there we go. Another one done. Still a lot of people on line 2 here. Really? Oh my, 30. They've been waiting a while. Line 1's looking a little heavy. Seems to be running pretty well. I do need more bus routes. Oh no! I was afraid of that. Okay, so that needs to, yeah. Okay. No, I want this down here. No, actually, yeah. Goes around. Comes down here. Stops here. Metro. And we'll just, yeah, put it back. We'll build a special bus route for these guys. And that will also feed a special bus route for these people. Let's go kind of... do the same bus structure, but... There. That should feed that bus station. We'll want one to feed this one as well. There. Here. Here. Down here. There. And then do another line. Small bus. Large bus. There we go. Looks like that's a lot of people. Where are they going? Line 2 and 4. Oh. Really? There's a lot of activity just going in there. But I built the subway. Oh, there's no subway up into this area. I need another subway. Actually, I could integrate with one wall of this, and then upgrade this to be a larger one. That's not really where they're going, though. Most of it's on line 2. They're just going through the center loop, which I thought I fixed, but I guess I didn't really address. Okay, so the option we can do is we can just increase capacity. Add our 2 of those on. You carry 28 versus the 20. We'll see if that fixes it. Subway's looking good, though. Lots of heavy traffic up here now. All right, build out some bus routes over here. Get a big old loop going. That's one too many. Wait. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Nope. Those, one of those. What I do need is another tram in here. Always like having a tram go this way. Hard to see where I'd connect from though. So we're getting a bit of a jam. Ah. Yeah, see, they get in each other's way all the time. And they start blocking other traffic. Okay, I gotta remove that stop. Line 5 is gonna cause too much problems. But they'll just sail through all the way out over to here again. Which is fine, that means we can reduce the vehicle count. And now we're gonna get a whole bunch on line 4. Line 4 is better. Line 4 is a little bit more concise. I wonder if I can actually make it better. I'll allow you to build to the park lot. Oh, there he is. I can build out. And build that. Not funny. That looks stupid. That looks dumb. That's a bit better. Oh god. Oh, so many people. I don't understand. There's a subway right there. I have to build another subway just to connect you like this? Ugh. Really? Yeah. I mean, technically I don't need to. Like, the streetcars are moving them. It's all not that effective. Always that busy corridor on this map. It's always in here. Hmm. Alright. Well, we'll call it there. I believe this is LPZ3, I think. Alright. Yeah, we'll call it the quits there.